city's coldest, you should know this. I've been rapping like a veteran, not a novice. Different flow when I drop a track.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the title of the video today, this is going to be the third Dream Theater reaction that I've posted on this channel back to back. Absolutely no reason. Sometimes I just feel as though it's better to get a little bit of continuity on the channel as opposed to jumping from band to band to band. So I might do a few more Dream Theater tracks in a row, and then obviously we'll jump onto other bands as we always do. You know how the channel works. We did a lot of Tool tracks back to back to back, then we moved on, went back to some Tool. So if you've been around the channel for a while, you know how it works. If it's not broken, don't fix it. The videos are doing very well. The video I posted last night 20 hours ago has over 1,000 likes already, which I did ask for, but the annoying thing about that hurts me to my core is that I got one dislike on that video, and it's almost perfect. But anyway, thank you to everyone who did jump on board and like that video after I asked, so it's much appreciated. I knew we could get it together and get over 1,000 likes because the one before that just missed it quite shortly. So I'm not going to set a like rating on this video because I don't want to start harping on it. I don't really care about the likes. It's just sometimes fun to get interactive with you guys. As long as you guys are enjoying the content, let me know in the comments, and still watching, then the likes don't really matter. But yeah, as per the request in the comments, I've seen the Glass Prison is the next one we're going to do. Obviously there's the Count of Tuscany as well. Someone said that the Count of Tuscany is a nice short one to do, and I looked that up thinking they were correct, and it was 19 minutes long. We had to go over a little bit of the track. You guys know the format of these videos. We look into the track a little bit. We don't delve too deep, because if you start looking too much into the lyrics, you can lose sight of what the actual song sounds like and getting a first reaction just based on the sound. But the opening track of Dream Theater's 2002 album, 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, is the album that we're going to be covering today. Written by then drummer Mike Portnoy. The Glass Prison is the first song in his 12-step suite that addresses his struggles with alcoholism and the steps he has been taking to recover from it. In this case, it covers step 1 to 3 of the 12-step program by Alcoholics Anonymous. Now obviously I've never had any issues with alcohol, and I feel like this has become a therapy session. The last video I spoke about panic attacks and everything, so yeah, goes without saying I've never had any problems with alcohol, no substance abuse issues, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to relate to this, but what I do know I will be able to relate to is the musical side of things, because these guys have been incredible thus far. So without any further ado, guys, let's jump in. Again, I'm not going to harp on about the likes, but you know, if you want to drop a like, it's appreciated. But yeah, more importantly, throw the headphones on and enjoy this one with me, guys. Let's go. That bass already is sick. Man, that's like the perfect blend between an absolute headbanger of a track, and it's also proper groovy and smooth as well. I was watching some of Lost in Vegas's videos there recently, watching over tracks that I've heard before, because obviously with the Black Lives Matter movement and everything lately, I watched Machine Gun Kelly's Rage Against the Machine cover, the Killing in the Name one. If you haven't seen that one, it's actually a really good cover. I'd recommend you go and checking it out. But I listened to that in my own time, and not really comparing Rage Against the Machine and Dream Theater, but just the comparable elements from that is that going back and listening to Killing in the Name, man, it has like such a groovy element, but it's also such a headbanger as well. And that's why I brought up Lost in Vegas, because they actually mentioned that point in the track, and I never really noticed how much of a groovy track Killing in the Name is, as well as being like such an anthem and so powerful with those heavy guitar riffs. But that's just what this track reminds me of already. Now again, Dream Theater, Rage Against the Machine. Not much comparisons in that sense, but just from that element with the groovier, harder kind of elements, they sound quite similar, you know. Nothing groovy about this. I'm not going to pause again after this, but I think I was trying to figure out the link between the glass prison and the actual content of the lyrics and the track. I'm assuming glass prison is referring to like whatever, like liquor bottle or whatever he's referring to, and whatever his drink of choice would have been. But maybe that's glass prison, you know, maybe a bit of a stretch if it's a bottle, kind of a prison shape, a bit of a triangle shape. But I'm assuming, because he says life here in my glass prison, a place I once called home, because obviously the track, based on what I read at the start, is about him dealing, and not just the track, the whole album by the looks of things, 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, is about, you know, the stages of getting over substance abuse, particularly alcohol in this case. So I think that's what the glass prison reference is coming from. step. I'm back. Yes. Jesus. Oh. And the glass smashing at the end. Listening to these tracks feels like a fucking spiritual awakening. I'm like, I come out of the thing, I feel like I just went through some form of like, I don't know, I feel like I'm being re-baptized every time I hear a track, because I come out of it, I'm like sweating, I'm exhausted, my hair's greasy, like. But the best thing I think for me about this channel right now, like the support on the channel lately has been fucking incredible. Like it's mad. Like I started this channel over 3 years ago, I think, at this point. And obviously I've gone down kind of different routes trying to find my way on the channel, and this kind of route, progressive rock music, metal music, reviews and reactions, and just generally just appreciating music and discovering new music on the channel with you guys, being my kind of guidance You're like my tour guides. You can see how it's shaped, and I've said this maybe a few months back, but it's really been defined now where I've built a relationship with you guys. I don't know how you feel about it, but this is how I feel, so I don't really know. But even if it's just on a music relationship level and you don't really give a shit about me, like the fact that you guys can, it's as if you know me now from a taste standpoint musically, because the suggestions have just gotten so much better over the last while. Maybe it's because I've started to discover what tracks I really like to listen to as well, and I mean some of the suggestions have just been knocked out of the park, and I think it shows in the response to the videos as well, because not only are you guys making great suggestions, when I get them it means that I enjoy the track a lot more, you know, because sometimes there's reaction videos and maybe I don't like the track as much as I thought I was going to like it based on the response that it got and the requests that it got from you guys, so I'd still I'd react to the whole thing, and I feel like I didn't enjoy it as much as maybe people would have thought I was going to enjoy it, and then I feel like, should I even upload this? But I always do upload it, you know, because I kind of tell myself that the reaction is the reaction. It doesn't matter how you've reacted. I mean, it's a genuine first reaction regardless of whether you loved it or you went mad over it, you know. But lately there's been so less of that. Like there's been very few times where I've been like, oh well, I even upload this. I just feel like I didn't really enjoy the track. But it's been so defined lately that I'm really finding exactly what type of music I like, and it's cool to see that you guys just know. Like it's like, oh yeah, Drew, you'll enjoy this one. I know these are all popular tracks by Dream Theater, but like you very rarely get any of the tracks that I'm like sitting there like, oh yeah, this is a bad request. Like there might be certain elements that I don't really like much about it, but this one I think probably had my attention. I think sometimes that when the tracks go over 25 minutes and 20 minutes, they can, although I can appreciate how talented the guys are and how much attention to detail there is in every single small segment of each track, even if it's 20 minutes long. I think sometimes for a track, you know, to keep my attention span, especially when I'm recording, you know, there's a bright light shining on me. It can be tiring when you're also trying to, you know, keep you guys engaged as well. Sometimes they go on too long, but this, to me, 13 minutes, 14 minutes felt perfect. I didn't feel in any way, shape or form like it was dragged on too long. I like the concept where you have the chapters again. There was other weird elements that I haven't heard from them before. There was like a Linkin Park vibe, and I know these guys would have been around, I'm pretty sure, before Linkin Park, so, and they pretty much paved the way for progressive metal. Now I know Linkin Park aren't prog rock, but you know, I'm sure they've taken elements from every other band, because Linkin Park are such a mix and match, or were such a mix and match of, I don't know if Linkin Park are still going. I know obviously Chester Bennington passed away, so I'm going on a complete wrong tangent here, but what I'm trying to say is I heard there was the DJ elements where you could hear the scratching in the middle as well. Obviously Linkin Park are quite known for that kind of scratchy sound implemented in with the rap and the heavy metal elements, but there was cool elements in there that I heard that I haven't heard from Dream Theater from the few tracks I've listened, so they've still just got mad elements. But that, to me, if anyone isn't aware of the kind of music that I like, that use this as an example of what to suggest going forward, because these tracks make me lose my mind. The guitar riffs and that throughout, the drumming was incredible, the storytelling, the lyrics, the vocals, everything just blended in so perfectly, and it wasn't too long where I could, you know, I think it ended at the perfect time. That outro was absolutely nuts, and these are the videos that even sometimes if I react to a video, I just and I know I didn't really enjoy it and I'm editing it, I don't want to edit it, you know. But with a track like this, it makes me want to just turn off the camera and edit it straight away and get it there for you guys as soon as possible. So it's exciting for me, and I hope you guys can sense that through the reactions as well. But yeah, I suppose I'm going to wrap it up. Again, you don't have to like the video. I'm not going to keep harping on. I'll do the odd video where I ask for a particular like goal, but I'm sure you guys will smash it anyway. So as always guys, thank you so much for watching. What I will ask you to do though is to subscribe if you are a Dream Theater fan, because we've got a whole entire discography to get through. This has given me Tool vibes again, where, you know, I actually do want to go and do a lot of their discography and then obviously listen in my own time as well. So if you do want to see that going forward, do let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you're subbed with the notifications on, because YouTube is shit and it'll probably not notify you when I put out a new video. But anyway guys, I'm wrapping it up because it's probably going to be a hugely long video again. But anyway, I'm signing out. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.